What is up, you guys? My name is RVC and welcome back to Corpse Party. Now we give the tongue to the wrong freaking girl. God damn it, how bad is my luck? Okay. So we gotta give it to the girl that has no head, I mean. So let's do this shit. Right, here we are. Which one do we give it to? That one. Oh wait, that one. Yeah. What? She's got no head above her chin. Yeah, no shit. God damn it. Yeah, am I supposed to know whose tongue we've got? Pull out, yes, say the name, I guess. The little girl's spirit is staggering towards Ayumi, the blood gushing up from her gaping cross section of her head as she walks. This be the right one. Tokiko Tsuji. Huh? This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Offer the spirit, okay, your tongue? Yeah. What? What happened? The other ghost is headed this way. We have to run. Okay. Run where? Where am I supposed to go? What the? No. The girl in the red dress. Okay, fine. Fine. Are you okay? Here we go again. Where the hell is it gonna take us this time? Oh, it's the doll. Where your friend was splattered? The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her lobby intro. Oh no. Where the floor dips and the blur pools. Drip drop, drip drop. Oh no. Smelly, smelly, icky, icky. Are you kidding me? Get in there good and dig it out. Oh. No. No. You're getting a good laugh out of this, you sick son of a bitch. God, if that's what it is. I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. Is someone there? Oh. Morishige, you're alive. Ah, Kishinuma. And the class rep too. Very glad to see you both safe and sound. How did you get here? What the hell? What happened? It's a long story. So, where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago, but suddenly lost consciousness. And when I woke up here, it felt as if the air had somehow changed. Yeah, you were brought here somehow. Oh, yes. And I did briefly cross paths with Moshida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are. Though when I ran into Moshida's sister, it seemed she and her brother had parted ways. Morishige? What is that in your hand? The phone, maybe? Huh? Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked punch in his hands. Whoa. Wait, did you get... Oh, this? I find it under the floorboards in the wall, in the hallway? Just up the stairs. Is it some kind of charm? Do you want it? Please, take it. I'm merely searching for a certain someone, so I have no need for charms at the present time. Save another tongue back from Morishige. As with the others, there's a student ID tagged to the front, Yuki Kano. Well, I should be going now. Is something wrong, class rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. Oh yes, one more thing. Mashida said we should all try to meet in classroom 1A. Okay. I'm guessing. It wasn't from, you know, Suzumoto's spot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he got it from there. I mean, if he didn't, then... That really freaked me out. Did you see his hands? They were covered in blood. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh man, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. So fucked up. Okay, so we give it to the last girl. Yeah, whatever that is. Give it to this girl. Give it back, give it back. This girl with missing eye. Alright, we got... It's the tongue, so is it going to be enough? What we do? Yeah, we don't have the eye. Girl lowers her head and begins rocking slowly back and forth. Yuki Kano? So it is your name. This is for you. It is yours, isn't it? Yeah, after the song? Yeah? Thank you? That's rather thank you, I guess. Thank you very much. She's gone. Okay. We did it, Shinosaki, all three of them. All that's left is the girl in the... No more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what that's like? I keep picturing how I will look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all of its own. And it's such a horrible image. I want to go home, I just want to go home, back to my mom and my sister. And Moshida. Shinosaki. Alright, next one is mine. Then, okay. Oh. Just try to pull yourself to... God damn it, not again. This one's big too. Holy shit. Oh. What the hell is happening? Oh. Oh. Oh, there's something here. Something in the infirmary. Oh no. Oh no. There's something in the infirmary. And the book was open. That's not good. That's not good. That's never good. Was I knocked out? Where am I? Oh, fuck. What is this? What the fuck? What the hell? This is the classroom. Yeah, their classroom. Is this our classroom? Wait, what? Are you back? For real? Yumi? Shinosaki? Wake up! Reading at least. Shinosaki, come on, wake up already. Huh? Yoshinuma? What? Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself, but here we are. What the fuck? No way. We're back? For real? Is this really our school? I don't know. Maybe? It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk. Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it. So it's true. Yeah, we made it. We're home. We're home. Ah, fuck yeah, suck on that, world. Are you really though? Alright, you're happy, I get it, but this is fishy. Are you really home? Okay, I can move. Not way, me. Never thought I'd live to see home again. Try the door. The needle on the clock in the hall is pointing to 8, and there's not a soul in sight. Yes, there's no Satoshi or Miss Yui or anyone else, huh? There's... Venturing out in search of others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out, and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around in the darkened corridors of our school building at 8 in the evening just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now? What am I doing? Hey, Yumi? What? Shinozaki, what's wrong? What the fuck? What the what the hell is this? It's not over, is it? Why isn't it over? Why? Damn it. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, it's you. No. Go back, don't come any closer. Alright. Yoshiki, it's your turn to talk to her. But why? Why are we in this... It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped, I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this? I have no idea. I didn't want to see her face. So after school I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself in the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with my mom, and he listened really closely and just kept saying uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, but he was a very kind man. I really liked him, but then... You too. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny, she must be 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Thank you for what you did back there, for making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school. Didn't we succeed though? Why are you still here? You didn't. But we returned your tongues. We gave you back the ability to tell your story. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him, no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between the criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. And we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which Heavenly Host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? That's not... Well? So what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in that god-forsaken place? You child spirits are the ones who summoned us there, aren't you? That's not true. The hell do you mean by that? We're just the cogs that hold the closed spaces together. But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you? Wait. Huh? Let's hear it out. I'm just glad I was able to even get the two of you back to safety. Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us? I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life was ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of life stopping short at the edge of madness, with all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and you just start acting out without any sort of control. Your sister is some kind of medium or something? Yeah, something like that. So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin? I feel for you, I really do, so please bring the rest of them back. Mochida, Shishido, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you can do it, right? I don't think that's possible anymore. Why not? Those closed spaces have hidden a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died there have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds and souls like us who are bound there. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy. Oh shit. So, we're going to lose you as an ally then? So, why don't you just hurry up and bring them home right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Mochida and the others? There may be one way. What is it? I think we already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all four of us, Heavenly Host, serial kidnapping and murderer victims, and put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they should begin to fade from existence. And you just might get your friends back. You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of just having one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all four of you? Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide? It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Hayumi's hand, and in an instant, their two beings seemed to merge together into a single mind. What's going on? Shinozaki? It hurts! Is she transferring memories to your brain, or what? This is so So weird, huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing and I can't move. It's like that feeling when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think. What the fuck? Where? Oh, so yeah, you're reliving the memories of the other girl. And that's the guy? And the 4 children. And the girl in the red dress. What the fuck? Why can't I move? Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress and the only survival of the horrific murders that occurred in the Heavenly House Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly House murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage for a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the background. So of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had. So what the fuck? Was she killed? Or what? I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess? But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and 2 girls in here, aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during the incident. But they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot, and just sprawled out on the floor, and so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Somebody please save me. Alright, the guy can talk. The guy can't talk at all. Oh please no. Oh what? Oh, you're gonna take the. Please don't tell me you're gonna take the. Oh my fucking god! I can't see. What the fuck? Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can see, I begin to listen more intently. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls of the cramped room. I'm so scared, it feels like my head is going to explode. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me, cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet, please. Please? I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was a man walking away from me. In order, okay? In order. Oh, fuck. Oh. Never heard screaming like this before. It's pure primal terror cutting through the air like perfect. It's the boy at the end. Feels like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's been killed right now. My god, what the hell is he doing to him? Okay. No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? It's been at least half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. Without even a single moment of silence, the first of the girls in line is the next to scream for her life, and the symphony goes on. God, I can't take any more of this, I'm losing my mind. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, this is so fucked up. So fucked up. Is it still going on? Come on, just die already. Die already? God, what's wrong with me? Holy Ooh, you know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. Yeah, but the problem is, you're in line, you're gonna go next, and... oh boy. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped. And the room grew quiet again. Fuck. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair standing on the end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. In order. God, why am I relieved by the silence? Which means it's my turn now. Fuck. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up and taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see what the oh god, no. What the fuck? The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly House Elementary School and used and officially sealed since the building's construction. When authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part. However, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate that his full strength had been used, nonetheless, he had clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children has been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, not even so pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found particularly buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline was essentially minced away. With my blindfold removed. Oh no, I don't wanna see this. What the fuck, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could possibly have imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was a little girl. Her face dyed red with the blood of her victims? Oh, fuck. She was staring intently at me with soulless grey eyes, and then... she just started... What's wrong with the guy? What the fuck? What? She was opening and closing the bloody scissors over and over again. The sound kept echoing throughout the room. Then she took those dull, rusty, truly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Get me out of here! How? Why is it you? No! Oh! What the fuck? No! Get me out of here! What the hell? Okay. The victim, the third victim was stabbed in the left eye, indeterminate number of times. Oh fuck! Until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. Okay, alright, whatever. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony. Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victim's tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shock even to me, and makes nearly impossible to accept the murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she is the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But it was throughout her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it becomes no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there is not even the slightest trace of information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations. And I remind you, this is a mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of the mind: was Yoshikazu really the murderer of the 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he'd always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much, shocked to hear that such a kindly man could commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around the same time that Principal Takamine Yanagihori suddenly became speaking in tongues, and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensibly gibberish all over his walls as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone who would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too would his son. I believe that we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever, Heavenly House Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the investigation. It may be a bit far-fetched as it's go, but it is a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down but demolished altogether, and another school built in this place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss the next installment. It may be the scoop of a lifetime. Continue chapter 5. What the fuck? So that's the good ending. Okay. That was weird. So it's possible that it's, yeah, the girl is clearly the murderer, I think, not the guy. Even though the guy banged Yoshiki in the head, I really don't know. Both of them are evil. This is really fucked up. I don't know what to say. It's just so weird. I don't know. Okay, so chapter 4 is done. We have chapter 5 and the extra chapter 3 to go. So next will be She Knows the Key. Apparently, that's the extra chapter 3. Then 5. And 5 has so many endings. What the hell? But anyway, I'm gonna leave this video here. Let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comment section below. If you actually enjoyed the video, give it a like, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And as always, I hope to see you again.